Hello friends, welcome again in this video lecture. In last lecture we will start the last chapter of our syllabus that is inorganic chemistry in biological system, and we know that the metal, non-metal, semi-metals are participated in the number of chemical reactions which are taking place in the biological system or the living system, and for completion of this reaction the biological catalysts are used, and that biological catalysts are called as a metalloenzyme, and there are three metalloenzymes. First one is zinc metalloenzyme, second one is copper metalloenzyme, third one is iron metalloenzyme, and we already started the first, that is zinc metalloenzyme. Zinc metalloenzyme. Okay, then what is the definition of metalloenzyme? We already see in the last lecture. Metalloenzyme means the enzyme in which active site contain one or more metal atom. Such a biological enzyme or such a biological catalyst are called as metalloenzymes, and zinc metalloenzymes are nothing but the metalloenzyme in which the active site contain zinc metal, and that metalloenzymes are called as a zinc metalloenzyme. And again, the zinc metalloenzymes are three types: carboxypeptidase, carbonic anhydrase, and superoxide dismutase. And what is the structure, function, and what is the role of carboxypeptidase we will see in the last lecture. Today we are going to see the second zinc metalloenzyme, that is carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. Okay, today we are going to see what is the carbonic anhydrase, what is its function, what is its structure. Okay, first point is what? The carbonic anhydrase is zinc metalloenzyme. This. It is zinc metalloenzyme. Zinc metalloenzyme, because it is the type of zinc metalloenzyme in which the active site contains zinc metal atom. Second, its function is, the function of carbonic anhydrase is that it catalyzes the hydration of CO2, that is hydration of carbon dioxide and dehydration of bicarbonate ion. It catalyzes the hydration of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and the dehydration of bicarbonate ion or bicarbonic acid. So this is the main function of carbonic anhydrase, that is it catalyzes the hydration of CO2 and the dehydration of HCO3, that is bicarbonate ion or bicarbonic acid, and these both functions, that is the hydration and dehydration, takes place simultaneously. That is the most important function of carbonic anhydrase. Okay, now its molecular weight. Okay, the first, that is we will see the first zinc metalloenzyme, that is the carboxypeptidase, and the function of carboxypeptidase is that it catalyzes the hydrolysis of amino acid of polypeptide chain. Like that, the function of carbonic anhydrase is that it catalyzes the hydration of CO2 and dehydration of bicarbonate ion, and the hydration and dehydration takes place simultaneously, which is given by carbonic anhydrase. Its molecular weight. Its molecular weight is 30,000 Dalton. Its molecular weight is 30,000 30,000 Dalton for plant and animal. For plant and animal. Okay. Dalton is the unit which is used to show the molecular weight of the things which are present in the living system. So, the total molecular weight of carbonic anhydrase is 30,000 Dalton, and it is same for the plant and animal. Okay. Now, the structure of carbonic anhydrase. So, this is just type of introduction of carbonic anhydrase. What is that? Carbonic anhydrase is the zinc metalloenzyme, means the active site of carbonic anhydrase contains zinc. Second, its function is hydration of CO2 and dehydration of bicarbonic acid, and its molecular weight is 30,000 Dalton for plant and animal. Now, the structure. The structure means the zinc is the most important metal present in the carbonic anhydrase. Only the difference is that in carbonic anhydrase, zinc is deeply lying in the coiled system of EPO enzyme. In this, zinc ion, I will show the structure. Zinc ion deep into coiled system of EPO enzyme. Okay. Then oxidation state for transition metal atom. The oxidation state is most important. Just like in carboxypeptidase, the oxidation state of zinc metal atom is +2. Similarly, in carbonic anhydrase, oxidation state of zinc is +2. Oxidation state of zinc atom is +2, and in carboxypeptidase, zinc atom having 2 histidine amino acid which are present at the corner. Center it having the glutamic carbonyl group, and the 4th position is occupied by the water molecule. But in carbonic anhydrase, the zinc atom having tetrahedral structure. Okay. In this zinc atom having tetrahedral structure. Okay. Why? Because in carbonic anhydrase, center atom is the zinc, and in carbonic anhydrase, 3 histidine amino acids are present, and the 4th position is occupied by the water molecule. In this 3 histidine amino acid group are present. 3 histidine amino acid groups are present. And fourth position is occupied by water molecule. Fourth position is occupied by water molecule. Okay, so this is the structure of carbonic anhydrase, in which the center atom is a zinc, which having 3 histidine amino acid, and the fourth position is occupied by the water molecule, and that zinc is having coil system which are deeply present in the EPO enzyme. Now we will see the structure of carbonic anhydrase. After that you get the clear idea about the structure of carbonic anhydrase. Okay, now this is the zinc atom which having 3 histidine amino acid, and these are present deeply into the coil system of EPO enzyme. This is called as EPO enzyme. Okay, this zinc, which is the center metal atom. Okay, now this zinc having 3 histidine amino acid, and the fourth position is occupied by the water molecule, so that it's having just like the tetrahedral structure. So in carbonic anhydrase, zinc having tetrahedral structure in which zinc having 3 amino acid, histidine amino acid, and fourth position is occupied by the water molecule. Now we know that we already say the function of carbonic anhydrase. The function of carbonic anhydrase is that it gives or it catalyzes the hydration of CO2 and dehydration of bicarbonic acid or bicarbonate ion. Now we will see the mechanism of that reaction, or how the hydration and dehydration given by the carbonic anhydrase. Okay, now see. So this is the main carbonic anhydrase. This is the water molecule. And I already said that the hydration and dehydration takes place simultaneously. So the cycle takes place clockwise direction as well as anti-clockwise direction. So this type of bonding is called as a hydrogen bonding. I am explaining first. I write down the whole mechanism, then I am explaining you in detail. So the cycle totally takes place in the two directions, that is the clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. mechanism which give the carbonic anhydrase. We already say that the main function of carbonic anhydrase is that the hydration of CO2 and dehydration of bicarbonate ion. ठीक आहे, लक्षात घ्या. डिहायड्रेशन आणि हायड्रेशन. हायड्रेशन कशाचं होतंय? CO2. म्हणजे CO2 कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट होतं? बायकार्बोनेट आयन मध्ये. आणि डिहायड्रेशन कशाचं होतंय? बायकार्बोनेट आयनचं. परत तो बायकार्बोनेट आयन कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट होतोय? CO2 मध्ये. ठीक आहे. त्याची क्लॉकवाईज सायकल आहे या डायरेक्शनने. द क्लॉकवाईज सायकल गिव्ह द हायड्रेशन ऑफ CO2 and anti-clockwise cycle give the dehydration of bicarbonate ion. ठीक है, इधर होगा. Now this is the carbonic anhydrase in which 3 histidine amino acids are present with one water molecule. So the Lewis acidity nature of this zinc donate one hydrogen atom. ठीक है, आता लेविस ऍसिड आहे झिंक, त्याच्यामुळे इथला एक हायड्रोजन निघून गेला आणि तिथे अटॅच काय झाला? एक वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल. आणि हा काय आहे तुमचा? हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड. हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड कशामध्ये फॉर्म होतो? इलेक्ट्रोनिगेटिव्ह ऍटम आणि हायड्रोजन मध्ये. दुसरा मॉलिक्यूलचा हायड्रोजन आणि दुसऱ्या मॉलिक्यूलचा ऑक्सिजन. ठीक आहे. तर मग आता त्या कार्बनिक अनहायड्रेज मधला एक हायड्रोजन निघून गेला आणि हा वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल कुठे अटॅच झाला? ऑक्सिजन ऑफ कार्बनिक अनहायड्रेज. आणि या वॉटर मॉलिक्यूलचे ऑक्सिजन आणि या कार्बनिक अनहायड्रेजच्या हायड्रोजन मध्ये हा हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड तयार झाला. ठीक आहे. त्याच्यानंतर ऍडिशन कशाची झाली? CO2 ची. मी तुम्हाला क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शनने सांगतेय. कशासाठी? हायड्रेशन ऑफ CO2 चं. आता इथे CO2 ऍड झाला. तो CO2 ने कुठे अटॅक केला? झिंक वरती. आलं का लक्षात? झिंक वरती CO2 ने अटॅक केल्यानंतर परत CO2 चा ऑक्सिजन जो आहे तो आणि वॉटरचा जो हायड्रोजन आहे तो त्यांच्यामध्ये परत काय तयार झाला? एक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड तयार झाला. त्याच्यानंतर इथे बघा, ह्या ऑक्सिजन मध्ये आणि या हायड्रोजन मध्ये पण बॉन्डिंग तयार झाली आणि ते झाल्यानंतर हा बायकार्बोनेट आयन HCO3 हा टोटल वेगळा झालेला आहे आणि इथे झिंकला परत एक वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल राहिलेला. इथे बघा, आपल्याला काय दाखवायचं आहे? हायड्रेशन ऑफ CO2. म्हणजे CO2 कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट होत आहे? याला काय म्हणायचं? हायड्रेशन ऑफ CO2. आणि डिहायड्रेशन म्हणजे काय? परत बायकार्बोनेट कशामध्ये तयार होतो? CO2 मध्ये. तर इथे बघा, क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शन मध्ये एक हायड्रोजन निघून गेला, वॉटर ऍड झाला, जिथे एक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड तयार झाला. त्याच्यानंतर CO2 ने अटॅक केला झिंक वरती, की जो झिंकच्या ऑक्सिजनला अटॅच झाला. परत इथे एक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड तयार झाला. त्याच्यानंतर इथे बघा, हा एक वीक बॉन्ड तयार झाला या ऑक्सिजन मध्ये आणि हायड्रोजन मध्ये. तो बॉन्ड ब्रेक झाल्यानंतर इथे बघा, झिंकला ऍज इट इज एक वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल अटॅच आहे आणि एक HCO3 दॅट इज द बायकार्बोनेट आयन तयार आहे जो झिंकला अटॅच आहे. त्याच्यानंतर हा बायकार्बोनेट काय होणार? बाहेर पडणार. म्हणजे CO2 चं हायड्रेशन म्हणून काय तयार झाला तुमचा? बायकार्बोनेट. आणि परत आपल्याला आपलं ओरिजिनल कार्बोनिक ऍसिड काय मिळालेलं आहे? परत मिळालेलं आहे. म्हणजे ते परत रिजनरेट झालेलं आहे. आणि या पद्धतीने ही जी सायकल आहे क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शन आणि अँटी क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शन ही सायकल काय होत राहते? कंटिन्यू होत राहते. बट this reaction or this mechanism takes place at the high pH, or the mechanism of carbonic anhydrase is the pH dependent. Mechanism is pH dependent. Is pH dependent. With having the sufficient pH of living system, then and then only this mechanism takes place in the living system. Below 7 pH, mechanism does not take place. Below pH 7, mechanism does not take place. Mechanism does not take place. So this mechanism is totally pH dependent of the living system. It having sufficient pH, then this mechanism is takes place, and this is so easy mechanism which give hydration of CO2. That is CO2 is converted into the SCO3, and dehydration of SCO3, that is SCO3 is converted into the CO2. Okay, so this is the second zinc metalloenzyme, that is the carbonic anhydrase, in which one zinc atom is present and the oxidation state of that zinc atom is +2, which having tetrahedral structure in which 3 histidine amino acid are present and the fourth position is occupied by the water molecule and its total molecular weight is 30,000 Dalton, and the main function of carbonic anhydrase is the hydration of CO2 and it gives dehydration of bicarbonate ion, and this mechanism given by carbonic anhydrase is the pH dependent. Below pH 7 this mechanism does not takes place. Okay, in this lecture we will see the third and the last zinc metalloenzymes, that is the superoxide dismutase. Okay, thank you so much for watching.